Okay, let's get going with warm up. So when you're ready, 30 jumping jacks. All right, once you guys get 30, grab onto that towel or band or whatever you got. We'll do our halos, arms outstretched, coming around the right ear, around the back, left ear forward. We'll go 5 each direction. Take your time. Open up the shoulders, open up the chest. You can bend your elbows as much as you need, especially if you're shorter towel. 5 and 5, and then bringing your hands up to the top of your back, open up that chest, feet underneath your hips. We're gonna go into our hip hinges, knees unlocked, flat back. Two more. And coming back up to standing, take those feet a little wider. We're gonna do our 4-part squat. So reaching down for your toes first, bending at the knees, drop into whatever squat feels comfortable for you. Bring your arms overhead and stand. We're gonna do that 5 times. So reach for the toes, drop the hips, arms overhead, and stand. Breathing through it. Getting all the cracks maybe out of your knees and ankles. Just warming up. 5 total. Once you get your 5, bring your feet back in. We're gonna do our low back stretch, reaching to the side of your right feet, center, left, and up. Let's do 3 each direction, rounding your back, letting your head hang, keeping your eyes open so you're not getting dizzy. 3 one direction, and then reverse 3 the other direction. And breathe. And once you get 3 each direction, just set your towel down off to the side. We're gonna go into our hip flexor stretches. So if you need to do this to like a wall or chair, feel free. We're gonna bring left leg forward first, right leg back. Remember on these ones, they're super wide, so back heel comes up. You can either drop and just drop your hip, stay up tall. You wanna come lower, you can bring your hands as low as you want. You can bring them all the way down to the mat. Once you get there, feel free to move around a little bit. Trying to press your back hip down towards the mat, that's the goal. Wherever you feel a stretch is fine, just take a couple breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Drop a little lower if you can. And then carefully bring your feet closer together. You can roll it on up. We're just gonna switch sides. So now right foot forward, left foot back, super wide. So dropping that back hip, bringing yourself as low as you feel comfortable going. Hands to your knee, hands to the wall, to the floor. Whatever feels right. Take a couple deep breaths here. One more breath. And then walking your feet a little closer together. Take your time, roll it on up. And we're just gonna take it side to side. So super wide stance, take your feet as far apart as you can. We're gonna bend at the left knee first, dropping that hip. You can stay up high or come down low, whatever feels right. And take some breaths. Stretching out that inner right thigh right now. And then take your time, come through center, and then switching sides. Just stretching out your opposite leg. You might have the same flexibility, you might have more, you might have less. All depends. One more inhale, and then if you want, you can come through center, walk your feet in a little closer together if you feel like you can roll yourself all the way back up to standing. And we're just gonna point and flex with our ankles. Last movement here. And your warm up, and then some circles around, and then some circles reverse. And switching sides, point and flex. And some circles. And reverse. All right, shaking it on out. If you guys need to grab a sip of water, you can. And I'll explain what we're getting into, because once we get going tonight, kind of a whole series. So the goal of tonight, all of our circuits are going to be AMRAP. To review that, that's as many rounds as possible. So this is when we have a certain amount of time and we try to keep moving for that whole amount of time. And then we'll rest. And then we have work time, rest time. So our length of our AMRAPs tonight are 4 minutes. So they're not super long. Sometimes we do 10 or 15-minute ones. Tonight, they're just 4 minutes. You're going to be doing 2 different motions or 2 different exercises. And you're going to try to continuously cycle through them for 4 minutes, okay? If you need a pause rest in those 4 minutes, of course, that's fine. Just try to get back into it. So you're trying to work for the majority of those 4 minutes. And then we're gonna take 2 minutes of rest recovery, okay? And then we're gonna move on to the next one, okay? So we're gonna do a bunch of these little ones. They're always gonna be 4 minutes. Once we're done with those 4 minutes, those 2 movements are done and over with, those exercises are done, and then we'll get 2 new exercises. So in that 2-minute recovery block, that's your time to catch your breath, grab some water, relax. And that's also when I'll kind of explain what the next 2 exercises are going to be, okay? So we'll just take it kind of 2 at a time. So starting us off, our first little AMRAP, we're gonna be working with cleans and goblet squats. So if you have a kettlebell, you can use your kettlebell for both. If you don't, you can just use one dumbbell. I'm just rearranging my watch so I don't smash it. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 cleans on our right side, 4 cleans on our left side, and then we're gonna take the one weight in the center and we're gonna do 8 goblet squats, okay? So you've got whatever you've got for your weight, you're gonna dip. Cleans, you just come up to your shoulders. You're just pulling up to that shoulder. Remember, use your legs to get up to your shoulders. So it's not just like a bicep curl. Dip up to your shoulder, okay? So you do 4 on your right, 4 on your left, just click, 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 click with a dumbbell. Dip up to my shoulder, okay? So if you have a dumbbell, you're just gonna do it that way. And then you're gonna take your weight. After you've done 4 on either side, you're holding in the middle of your chest. You're gonna do 8 goblet squats. Okay, nothing fancy, just squat, holding up here. And then you're gonna repeat, okay? So it's the only things you have to do for 4 minutes is cleans, 4 right, 4 left, 8 squats. And then you go back to cleans and then squats. If you need a pause in between, maybe like after you do some squats, if you need to set the weight down, catch your breath, and then start those cleans again, totally fine. Just remember the goal is try to move as much as you can throughout those 4 minutes. And then those 2 minutes are really total break recovery. And then we'll move on to something else. So all you have to worry about right now is cleans and squats. So one weight, whether it's your kettlebell or your dumbbell. But we're gonna get going with this first round. So we're gonna go in 10 seconds here. So 4, 4, and then 8 is your numbers. Here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So 4 cleans on our right side, dipping, pulling up to our shoulder. And then we switch, we do 4 on our left. I remember in an AMRAP, it doesn't matter how fast you go, just the goal is that you try to keep working the whole time. So once you get 4 in your floor, you're gonna take your weight up to your chest. You're gonna do 8 squats. Once you get 8 in your 8, you're just gonna start from the top. 4 cleans each side, and then 8 squats. So from here, just go at your own pace, not a rush. The faster you go, it's not gonna make time go any faster, so best to pace yourself. Find a pace that you can try to keep for the most part for the 4 minutes with mini breaks in between. So it's 4 cleans each side, and it's 8 squats. So your number is kind of 8 with each movement. The first one is just split. Use those legs to get the weight up to your shoulders, so it's not just a bicep curl. It's a clean. Dip and pull. Dip and pull. And we are just about halfway here. 2 minutes to go. Four cleans each side, 8 squats. Like I said, if you need like a micro break, catch your breath, you can do it. And then as soon as you can, try to get right back into it. Goal is to try to keep working through those 4 minutes. And then we really take advantage of those 2 minutes of rest in between. Keep breathing. Got less than a minute to go. Use those legs, pull that weight up to the shoulder. Drop your hips on your squats. 30 seconds now. Ten seconds, keep moving. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, set your weights down, relax. It's a good time, grab a sip of water, catch your breath. 1 down. While you guys are recovering, I'm just gonna go over what's coming up, okay? Just so you are aware. So next 2 exercises, first one is a bent over row, okay? This one's gonna be single arm, so kind of just like those cleans. So we're gonna do one side, bent over row for 4, then we're gonna switch. 4, okay? 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, bracing with the opposite hand. From there, you're gonna grab your one weight, 8 swings, okay? So hike your weight back, stand up tall, squeeze those glutes. If you have a kettlebell, you can keep using your kettlebell. If not, just use your dumbbell. You got a little over a minute left in this rest, and then we start again. So it's gonna be the same concept, 4 minutes of work, 4 bent over rows each side, 8 swings, 4 minutes, and then we'll take another 2-minute breather. Got 50 seconds left here. Whatever you guys need to do to prepare, but make sure you're feeling recovered by the time we push again. All right, 30 seconds to go. You just need that one weight for this exercise too. Unless you want to use a different weight for rows and swings, then just have another one nearby. That's fine. whatever works. I'm going to try to stick with the same weight for both of my exercises. Just keep with my kettlebell. All right, 10 seconds, then we go. Starting with those single arm bent over rows, 4 each side. All right, back to work in 3, 2, 1. All right, time has started. 4 bent over rows. Make sure you're supporting your back. Four and 4, and then you're gonna go into 8 swings. Take it back, stand up tall. And then you repeat, just like round 1, we just keep going around in cycles, 4 rows each side, 8 swings. Take your micro rests when you need to. Remember to pace yourself. Catching your breath in between. Flat back on those rows. Flat back on those swings too. So when you hinge forward, make sure the back stays flat. Protect that spine. Four rows, 8 swings. If you grab the wrong weight, you can always switch. Partially through if needed. Try to keep going. We're more than halfway now. Keep breathing. A little over a minute to go. Keep working. "45 seconds. Only 20 seconds now. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Weights down. Whew. All right, this is your 2 minutes. Breather. Catch your breath. Grab some water. Bring your heart rate down. All right, guys. Nice work. Keep resting. I'm just going to talk you through next round. So grab your weights if you haven't grabbed them, if they're not right nearby. Because this next round, you just need dumbbells, 2 dumbbells for. First exercise is push press. 2 dumbbells at your shoulders, push press, use your legs. So knee bend, push, extend overhead. Okay. 8. Okay. So both of these are going to be for 8 because we're using 2 hands at once. 8. And then you're going to drop your hands down by your side. You're going to give me 8 lunges. By 8 lunges, I mean 4 each side. Okay. I'm going to alternate and just count to 8. But if you want to do 4 on your right and 4 on your left, it's the same thing at the end of the day. Okay. So 8 push press, drop your arms to your side. We're going to do 8 reverse lunges. And then you guys know the deal. You'll go back, 8 push press, arms come down, 8 lunges, 8 push press, 8 lunges, so on and so forth. We're going to start that in about 35 seconds. That's what you have left. So catch your breath, do what you need to do. Make sure you got your weights nearby. Whatever weights that you feel comfortable doing push press with is the weights that I would go with. And remember, we're going 4 minutes, so you want to be able to sustain it for 4 minutes. All right, 10 seconds, then we go. This is our third 4-minute AMRAP. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to work. Weights at your shoulders. Use your legs, push and extend. And then arms come down by your side. 8 lunges total. Stepping back. Get that chest up. Anybody having flashbacks of last week's lunges? These ones aren't quite as bad. At least they're broken up a little bit by some push presses. 8 push press, 8 lunges. Use those legs on your push press. Remember, take those micro breaks if you need to. Try to get right back into it when you can. Push and extend. Halfway. 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. Catch that breath when you need to. All right, guys, just over a minute left in this set before we have our 2-minute break. Keep working. All right, 30 seconds now. Keep it moving. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, 2 minutes off. Set those weights down. Catch that breath, grab some water. All right, guys. You're in your 2 minutes here. Just listen up because I'll explain our next one. So these next ones, our first exercise is going to be squat thrusts, okay? Squat thrusts are burpees without the push-up. I'm going to show you like once or twice the jumping version. So if you want to do them full out, you're going to reach down, hands come to the mat. You're jumping back to plank position. You're jumping forward. You're jumping up. Okay, 8 of those. Tonight, I'm going to modify these. So if you can jump, jump. If you cannot, or if your ligaments like mine are starting to not feel like they want to jump, you're going to do hands down, foot back, forward, forward, stand. Just try to be quick with it. That's what I'm going to do as a modification. I'm going to have my hands down, quick, stand. Okay. So you can either jump forward, jump back, jump up, or just do the steps. Your choice. You can even have your hands on the chair if you want. From there, you're going to grab your weights, just make sure they're nearby. Bicep curls is number 2 for 8. Okay. So squat thrust, either the jump or the quick foot stepping. Your choice, whatever feels right for you. And then 8 bicep curls. Same concept. We're going to go back and forth 4 minutes. I'm just starting to have a max on how much jumping I can do in a workout. So modifications are important for everybody, all different times. So whatever feels right for you tonight is what I want you to do. If you can jump though, by all means, don't let me hold you back. All right, 10 seconds and we're going to go squat thrust for 8, bicep curl for 8. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, back to work. Key is to keep your feet wide too. That will help you. Eight and then 8 bicep curls. If you're jumping, you're going to finish them a little faster. Just FYI. Going at your own pace. We got 4 minutes here. Try to hit that plank every time. Eight squat thrusts, 8 bicep curls. Inhale, exhale. Keep it moving, especially if you're jumping on those squat thrusts that make you lose your breath easy. Make sure you're doing some deep breaths. More than halfway now, guys. Minute 20. Even stepping those, get your heart rate up. Less than 30 seconds to go. Try to keep moving. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo, that's your 2 minutes. Nice job, guys. Catch your breath. Grab some water. We're cruising. Whew. All right. Next one. Back to needing one single weight. If you have the kettlebell, grab the kettlebell. If not, grab a dumbbell. This time we're going into snatches, okay? Snatches 4 each side, and then we're just going to do a basic deadlift for 8. So snatches, a little different than your clean. You're going to dip, and these ones do come all the way overhead, okay? So it's a dip all the way overhead, come back down to your shoulder, pause, dip, all the way overhead. 4 on your right, 4 on your left, and then you're just gonna do a basic deadlift, okay? So feet are gonna be relatively narrow. You're gonna hold whatever, your one dumbbell or your one kettlebell in the middle, reach back to your hips towards the floor, stand, okay? Nothing really fancy about the deadlift, and I'll show you. I'll show you at least one snatch. There you go. Dip all the way overhead. Come back down through your shoulders. So those will be 4, 4, 8 deadlifts. Same thing. We're gonna go for, ooh, I might have to bring my baby bell out for this. We'll put it off to the side in case I need it. Always okay to have a modification nearby if you need to grab it mid-set. Little less than 30 seconds. And we go. So snatches 4 each side, deadlifts for 8. Same concept, you know what it is now. Repeating for 4 minutes. Remember, use those legs to really drive that arm overhead. The faster you lock out your arm, the easier that snatch is gonna feel. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, back to work. Dip, drive overhead, back down to your shoulder. For each set. A little bit more explosive than your cleans because you're going further. And a little bit more energy. Get yourself in position after you do your 4 and 4 for your 8 deadlifts. Back flat. Chest up. And you guys know the drill. I take my feet a little wider, by the way, when I do snatches, and then I narrow them a little bit for my deadlift. I like to have a kind of wider base when I do a snatch. Get more oomph out of my pull. Four and 4. Position narrow, hips back, chest up for those deadlifts. Pause if you need to, catch that breath. When you're ready, get back into it. We're halfway, 2 minutes to go. breathe and go. Minute and a half, 90 seconds. Doing good, guys. Use those legs. Drive overhead. Try to keep that back flat, even if you're getting in and out of position. Don't round your back to put your weights down. Almost there, less than 20 seconds to go. I'm just gonna try to even up my sides a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, nice work. Breathe, catch your breath. You got 2 minutes. You know, wipe sweat away like I do. Feel free. This last portion, this is our last one coming up. Last 4 minutes. It's gonna be on the mat. You don't need any weights. All right. So we're gonna be doing single leg lift. We're gonna be flipping around, but we're just gonna stay on the mat, okay? So we're on the mat, one knee's bent, one leg's gonna be extended. You're gonna start with that leg straight up from the hips, hands to the outside. We're just doing leg lift, but single-sided, okay? So lift lower, lift up, lift lower, lift up, okay? We're gonna do 4 on one side, extend the opposite leg, 4 on the other side, okay? So 8 total, 4 and 4, one knee's bent while the other one's extended. Then you're gonna flip it around and you're gonna give me 8 push-ups. I know, those are gonna not be so fun. The very end after all we've done. So modify how you need to. If you wanna have a chair nearby, you can do them kneeling to a chair or however you wanna do them. If you do wanna get up to do them against the wall, you could do that too, but just push-ups, okay? I'm gonna probably do mine kneeling to the floor. You can do yours however challenges you the most. So 4 leg lifts each side, flip it around, 8 push-ups. You guys know what to do. We got 20 seconds and we go. These are our last 4 minutes. Do your best, catch your breath. When you need to, take your time moving from positions, get yourself set up. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, single leg lift for each side. And switch. Once you get your 4 and your 4, flip it on around, get yourself set up however you want, or you can come to standing if you're doing them against the wall, put your push-up. 8 total. And then we come back to where we started. Single leg lift for each side. Inhale, exhale. Keep it moving, guys. Remember, modify those push-ups however you need to. Do what you got to do to stay moving. for another 2.5 minutes. That's what we got left in this workout. Whew. Keep breathing, guys. Couple more rounds. Ninety seconds to go. Flipping around. Like a rotisserie chicken over here. A little over a minute. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Almost there, guys. Keep moving. All right, 15 seconds. Last couple repetitions in. 2, 1, and done. Whew. All right, nice work, guys. Take your time. Peel yourself off the mat. If you need to hang out there for a second, you can. We'll all meet in seated stretches in just a minute here. Give you guys a moment to get up, grab some water if you need it. Oh, nice work. I'm sweating through that one. All right, guys, take your time. We'll get back to seated position if you need to grab a chair or whatever we got. Those are our stretches. All right, if you're ready, extend our right leg out, heel down, toe up, leaning forward, flat back. And switching sides. And coming back to center, let's bring our right foot up above the knee. That hip open up out to the side. Want to lean forward a little bit if you need a deeper stretch. And let's add that twist, hand on the outside of the knee, reaching behind, looking over your back shoulder. And back through center. Untwist that side, switching around. Bring that leg up. Finding that nice hip stretch. Leaning into it. And then if you want to add the twist, hand on the outside of the knee, reaching behind, looking over your back shoulder. And then coming back to center, let's untwist that leg, shake it on out. Taking our right arm across our body, hug it in close. And switching sides, left arm. And taking your two hands behind your back, clasp your fingers together, open up your chest. Pull those hands away from your low back. And you stretch out your neck here, you can. And release those hands, bring them forward, round that back, push your hands away from your body. Big inhale, exhale. And then two arms come overhead, reaching up to the ceiling first. And let's reach over to the right side. And back to center over the left side. And back to center. Inhale up. And exhale everything out and down. Roll those shoulders. And relax. Nice work, guys. This is a nice long set there.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you.